Hey, folks, welcome back to the Rugby Ascendant segment of Chris Wyatt Africa and the Rugby Ascendant channel itself. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania, and my guest this evening for this interview is from Rugby ATL, none other than Chance Wenglewski.
Did I get that correct?
Good?
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
I got it right. Okay, well, that's a good start. Hey, listen, Chance, you're one of these guys that actually didn't start rugby his last year in high school while playing football. You actually picked it up a little bit earlier, about the age of 14.
Yeah, I started my freshman year. Actually got invited by a buddy of mine who I actually didn't even play sports with originally. He was just an old buddy of mine. His older brother actually reached out to me. He was a freshman in college. I was a freshman in high school, and was like, hey, like, you're a pretty big dude. Like, why don't you come out and, like, give the sport a go? At the time, I was already doing wrestling and playing football. So I was like, why not? You know, I got one more season. I could probably fill in with another sport. So yeah, the rest was history. Fell in love with the game, and yeah, here I am.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You're quite an accomplished athlete. I mean, you played football, and I think you're 2 times state runner-up in football in high school. You're a wrestler. I think were you a state champion as a wrestler, correct?
Yeah, I got runner-up twice, and then I won it my senior year. So,
well, congratulations. Yeah. That's all.
Thank you very much.
Now that's in Oklahoma, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I used to teach at Iowa State University, which of course is where Dan Gable is from. You probably know that name from wrestling. He's pretty iconic, famous. He later betrayed Iowa State, where he played at, and then coached at Iowa, which made a lot of people at Iowa State mad. But Dan Gable's a legend of wrestling. My best friend in high school is a big wrestler. It's a pretty incredible sport. As a wrestler, did you learn some very useful things to help you on the rugby pitch? I mean, obviously the center of balance and how to tackle people, although you got to be careful. You can't lift people up and throw them to the turf in rugby.
Yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of lessons for sure earlier in my rugby career. But no, yeah, wrestling's definitely helped out a lot as far as like my improvements in rugby goes. I know that like leverage is a very big deal in wrestling, and obviously manipulating people's bodies is what you want to do. So it's kind of similar when you enter a scrum, kind of similar when you're tackling and bashing kids. But no, yeah, it definitely helped relate and definitely transferred over quite a bit.
Now, you also went to one of these collegiate rugby powerhouses. Now, we're not talking about Life. There's a serious like mafia pipeline from Life to rugby ATL, but you went to Lindenwood, yes?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I went to Lindenwood, studied graphic design, met my beautiful wife there. So yeah, it worked out really nicely. I actually was originally signed to play football for them. I redshirted my freshman year. I told them, hey, like I want to play rugby in the spring, and they were cool with that. Did rugby in the spring, had a great season with the boys, fell in love with the culture, fell in love with those group of guys, and was like, hey, like I think I'm gonna see if I can, go all the way with this and just set my eyes and my focus on rugby, and just didn't look back. So yeah, it's been a blessing. I think Lindenwood's definitely been a different powerhouse for sure as far as rugby goes. They continue to grow. I think they actually beat Life not too long ago, earlier this past season. So I was the only fan definitely rooting here in the Marietta area for sure. But no, it was a fun one.
No doubt about it. But you said graphic design, or is that what you said?
Yes, correct. Graphic design. Yeah.
I may have to talk to you offline about. I need a new logo for my business. We have to chat.
Oh yeah, happy days. Yeah, logos are my specialty for sure. I've actually done. I don't know if you know this, but the Rattler logo itself, like I took part in designing that. There's a big mural that I think gets showboated around by a lot of the players. That I did that one as well. So, kind of getting a little fingertips here and there when Rugby ATL needs a design or two. I come through when need be, but yeah, it's a fun thing to do in my free time for sure, and when availability allows.
Well, what's going to come out of this interview, I'm pretty certain, is after it's over, I'm going to hear a lot of stuff from my viewing audience about the battle of the beards here. Yeah, both of us we're both rocking a beard here. What's with the beard?
I don't know. Give me at least another year or two before I can get to that length, and I might actually probably put a few dreads in it. So. We'll see what the future has in store.
That's actually what my audience has been trying to get me to do, to put Viking beads in here because I'm a Viking descent. So
yeah, 100%.
Okay. So now we talked about the beards. Okay, what's with the hair? I got to know about the hair. You got very distinct hair. What's that all about?
No, yeah. So I kind of originally started as like just a mullet, and I was like, I had dreads actually 2 times previously in the past, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna dread my hair again. But I don't know if you've ever seen, I say this all the time, but if you've seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks,
yes,
like he's been out on the beach, he's like kind of like adapted to his process. I kind of use it more of like a neck protected from the sun, from this Georgia heat and stuff. So it's kind of like a multi-purpose hairstyle for sure. protects the neck from the sun while at the same time not getting in my face for the most part. So I don't know. It's fun. You know, my wife braids before battle, so to speak, get the Viking braids going. And yeah, it's just fun. I enjoy having a good hairstyle. I think it helps me find myself in film a little bit easier. So that's what I would have to say about it for sure.
Your iPhone's not playing nice there. It keeps taking off the camera, but so here, let's we're gonna have to wrap up here shortly. But I did want to bring this issue up. So you're an Eagle. You've been an Eagle select. You played. I think your debut on that trip to Dublin a few years back at Aviva Stadium was your first cap, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that was my first cap was with the USA boys in Ireland at Aviva Stadium. Yeah, it was an uncapped match before actually in Chicago. At Soldier Field playing the Maori All Blacks.
Maori, yeah. I remember that game. That's in 2018, I think it was. It sounds about right.
Yeah, 2018. Yep.
Yeah. So, okay, so that was the first cap. Now, Gary Gold put you on a selection for this year's summer series. Did you make the trip over to Twickenham?
I sadly did not. No, I had a little bit of a PCL injury. Literally just like the same time in which my rehab would be occurring would be the same time in which the tour. So I was just like, I made the ultimate decision to stay back, get that, fixed up, get it all nice and right. And yeah, smooth sails. I played last week against the Free Jacks, felt really good, felt very fresh. And I'm just going to continue to hopefully lead that into, the rest of this, playoffs and then hopefully into the finals, what the plan is. And then, yeah, just trying to make that September qualifying matches against Canada. So that's what my goal is right now. Obviously, just one match at a time, one day at a time is the way we're looking at it for me, anyways. So, yeah, just enjoying the process,
Well, I was going to say, I've interviewed Matt Heaton before, and I'm a fan, but not when they play the Eagles. Same with Connor Keys.
Yeah, no, I understand. There's no banner or anything over here, really, for the most part. So it's pretty PG, I'd say, as far as I'm sure once the season's ended and stuff, there'll probably be a little bit here and there, but for now we got our heads on pretty straight, as far as the task at hand.
Well, Chance, it's a pleasure getting a chance to chat with you there. Best of luck in the conference finals, and fingers crossed you guys pull it off this weekend. So you play either Utah or LA for the final. And then I'm looking forward to the fall series and seeing you back on the pitch with the Eagles. Hopefully we'll do better against Ireland in this upcoming game. And then the All Blacks, I think, are supposed to be coming to town in Vegas or something like that. So that's going to be tough, but Vegas is a pretty cool place to play. So best of luck, and we'll get you back on there. And seriously, I'm going to reach out to you about the graphic design stuff.
Yeah, please do. Thank you again for having me on. It's been a complete pleasure. And obviously, yeah, very excited for the future and what it has in store. So thank you again, Chris. Thank you. Appreciate for having me.
No, it's my absolute pleasure. Folks, that's Chance Wenglewski from Rugby ATL. Take care.
Cheers.